Yo, yo, yo.
What's good?
All is good.
I'm good. How are you?
Me?
Ben, how are you? Ashley, how are you?
Yeah,
I'm good.
everything
How
fine.
are you?
I'm fine.
Elvis, when are you coming
Coming way.
to Accra?
Soon, soon, bro.
Gabi lost a lot of money. Now he'll come. He lost on. He went into gold loans.
When?
I think on Friday.
Good longs worked on Friday.
He lost around. Gabi is here.
What, you guys are in a trade already?
Gabi, I'm talking about you.
What's up, man?
I'm telling you that you lost a lot of money.
I lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, fuck it. Yeah, I lose. Who gives a shit? I'm gonna make it.
All right,
Let's
let's
go.
let's start something.
There's nothing to catch, bro. I saw the market all day. The only move that was on my mind was gold, and I missed that move as well.
No, good is even yet to even start. I'm looking for buys today. You're going to get a perfect entry win. All right, so
Yeah. Okay. How are you looking at buys? Can you show me, man?
pardon, come again.
Can you show me how you're looking for buys? Because
Yes,
it
yes,
looks like...
we're definitely going to analyze everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
We're definitely going to analyze everything.
Sure.
I'm on NAS sells to Nasdaq sells, US 30 sells. All right, so welcome everyone. How many people do we have on YouTube? We have 140 viewers. Okay, cool. I think there's more people to join. All right, so everyone, welcome. Let me know where you are coming from. And is my voice okay? Those on YouTube, kindly confirm. Is my voice okay? Is it loud and clear? Those on YouTube, kindly confirm. Is my voice loud and clear? All right, all good. All right, so we currently sit almost 160 viewers, but with 41 likes. As usual, let's try to turn up the likes. Let's try to boost up the likes, right? So if you just join, kindly like. Kindly do like. If you just join, kindly like. There's a lot of setups to be shared and a lot to learn today. Today's going to be just 40 minutes, a 40-minute session. Then I go back to sleep. All right, so
Elvis, are you selling NAS now?
yes, I already sold NAS US 30. I'm in sales in it. You're looking for buys, right? It will buy after mid New York session.
No, man, I'm selling as well.
Okay. All right, so today we are going to be trading Forex, stocks, synthetics. It's going to be, as usual, live trading plus educational streams. I'm not just going to give signals. We are going to also, learn something. We trade every single day from Monday to Fridays, 13:30 GMT to 14:30 GMT. Just 1 hour session. Like, comment, subscribe. You can share the link to other people to Subscribe to my YouTube. Ask questions, share ideas or suggestions on the comment section. Have fun as you learn. Follow me on all my socials. Elvis Justice Official underscore on Instagram, Man of Serendipity on Twitter. This is my recommended broker. I don't force anyone to use my broker. Use it if you want, use it if you don't want. And a lot of people have been asking me about VIX, synthetics, step index, which broker does trade it. This is the only broker that trades synthetics derivatives, so you can link in bio and also use that to register. Join my free Telegram community, which sits currently around 61k. You can join it if you want. And this is the most important part of this whole session. I'm not a financial advisor. All content I provide is strictly for educational purposes, and I'm not promising anyone guaranteed money. Trade at your own risk. Apply proper risk management on all trades. All right, so we currently sit 200 and something views. Let's boost this up to 150 likes. 150, 160 likes. We do stats quickly. 150, 160 likes. We do start quickly. All right, keep liking. 133. Thank you. Let's take this to 160. Then we start. 160. Then we start. Friday was an amazing day. Yes, Friday was. You didn't share the link to the Zoom. Yes, I now trade with those that paid for one-on-one mentorship. They would be the only ones to get access to the Zoom. All right, so just 7 likes to 160, and we start.
Let's do some money today. نقرا سيجارة يا جماعة، شكلكم مطولين. منصور بعت ناس؟ لا.
Wow, beautiful on US30 Nasdaq. All right, so nice. 170 likes. Thank you. Like I said before we started, I'm on NAS cells, US30 cells, but I think I just hopped out of US30. I'm leaving Nasdaq to run. I don't know, to 1300 maybe, but with stop loss move to my entry, and I'm looking for buys on gold today. Let's look at fundamentals today. Today is Monday. Don't expect opportunities, a lot of opportunities on the markets. Okay, Mondays don't expect, especially Mondays, Fridays are the worst days to trade. Mondays and Fridays. So Mondays and Fridays, don't go too hard on the market. Let the market really settle. Right, so let's start with Forex Factory. If you've been following me for long, you always know I always use the red folder and what the red folder, white. Yes, the red and the white folder. All right, so we have no news coming in. Today is Monday. We have basically no news to be used today. So today is going to be straightly technical analysis. So if you come to Forex Factory and you see nothing here, that means there's no fundamentals. There's not going to be any deep fundamentals going to affect the market. So that means you are going to only be trading with what? You're only going to be trading with
Technicals.
technical analysis, right? We do understand that. Great. So let's go to the chat. I don't know which pair you guys want us to trade. Let me know which pairs you guys or which setups you guys want us to do. Then I would also go to my chats. I'm looking at gold, I'm looking at all JPY, I'm also looking at Nasdaq, but I already took Nasdaq because it's already good for entry. I was just waiting for a break, a rate test, and that happened. So I'm in Nasdaq sales. US 30 sales I already closed, and I'm looking for buying opportunities on gold, which we are going to also talk about. But aside these two pairs, which other pairs you guys want us to trade, or which pairs are you looking out at?
Alvis, can you check GBP USD if it's anything interesting there?
All right, so let's go straight to GBP USD. All right, so this is GBP USD. Okay, so let's do this together. Let's solve this together. Let's say we are doing math. All right, so what's the trend of this market? First of all, there's a 1D time frame. Always come to the 1D time frame, break it down to the 4-hour time frame, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So let's start. What is the time frame for this? What's the trend for this?
Downtrend.
So downtrend, what are you looking for?
That is
Selling opportunities. Now, this is a case where we have a downtrend. All right, yes, we are looking for selling opportunities. All right, so do you think this is the right time to sell this market?
No, the move already happened.
The move has already what happened.
Yeah.
Now, someone will say, yes, I'm still going to take some sales because we still have a whole support to go. Now look at
Yeah,
this.
whole range. Yeah.
There's a whole range, a whole full range to go. Now look at this. This is a next support target, right? Look at this. This is a next support target. Let's say this is the immediate resistance. So price, now the real question is, you ask yourself, do you think price is going to, this whole support is going to get completed or not?
It will, but like it has to do a pullback.
There has to be a pull. That's what you think. Who else thinks? Those on the Zoom streams, Ben and etc. etc. So we have a major support here. All right, we have a major support here, and price is in a downtrend. We are looking for selling opportunities. Do you think we still need to complete the move to the support, or we would see price come here then go up before the pullback continuation?
I think it'll go up before the continuation.
All right. Who else thinks differently, or who else thinks?
Like, I'd like to wait, for it to reject, and then maybe I'll take the sells. Like, bearish confirmation, and then I'll take the sells. 10, 20 pips, I'm out.
All right, who else thinks different? Someone says it must return to the major support. Okay, someone is saying it has to form a lower highs before a lower lows. Okay, great. Someone is saying it's bearish, so I would be looking for sells. Someone is also saying I would set a sell limit. Someone says the momentum is bearish, so I'll be looking. Okay, good. So let's do this, right? Now, we can't make any conclusions on the 1D time frame. We can never make any conclusions on the 1D time frame. So let's just put a blue line or a horizontal line here at the next support, and let's put a horizontal line at the immediate resistance. So we have a resistance here, a support here. Price has a whole momentum to push to the downside, but we are now trying to ask ourselves or understand that would price maybe pull back to the trend line before going down, or would price, maybe come back down? That's what we are trying to understand. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. What do we see on the 4-hour time frame? Something slightly like what we saw on the 1D time frame. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. Now we are going to draw a trend line from, let's say, here to here, and this makes sense in the sense that you can see price could also have a pullback to this whole range before what coming down. So if you are going to sell GBP USD quickly, I think this is not going to be the right time to sell GBP USD. We should wait for maybe pullbacks to this side. Price would fake a lot of people out before it goes down. So maybe we can use sell limit on GU, or we don't take a trade at all. I wouldn't take a trade at all because the move has already what happened. So I would leave GU. When the move has already happened, you don't want to sell at already a low price. The rule says buy at low, sell at what? At high. So if price is already at a low price or at a low side, why do you want to sell this also? We don't sell downs, we sell tops, and we buy what? Downs. So I think GU, I would leave GU. I wouldn't take GU trade.
Always check gold.
It's buying already.
Crashing.
Or crashing. You're going to talk about gold later. Let's finish with GU.
I told Mansour, bro. I told him it's gonna drop to 1950, but I didn't take the trade. It's not about telling,
I'm
But
still
I
looking
knew-
for buying opportunities on gold. Maybe I'm lucky I didn't quickly sell immediately. I'm still looking for buying opportunities on gold. Alright, so GU, we are not taking GU trade. Which other setup did you guys make?
Always, how would you trade USD JPY?
USD JPY. Okay, let's talk about USD JPY. Okay, before you trade USD pairs, you must be very good with your futures. Alright, so what's the trend of this market?
An uptrend.
bullish.
Alright, so what are we looking for?
Buying opportunities.
Buying opportunities, but is this the right time to buy this?
I don't buy
No.
tops. No way,
It's
man.
not. So we don't buy it at all. Though it can also, there's a strong uptrend on the smaller time frame. There's a very, very, very strong uptrend. Less pullbacks. Price can go here, pull back here, continue. But I don't think this is the right time to get into this market. This isn't the right time to get into this market at all. Let's talk about all JPY. That's one of my setup. Then we talk about gold. Guys, are you still holding NASDAQs? Okay, let's talk about all JPY.
Oh, you're still holding NASDAQs?
I left US 30. I'm still holding NASDAQs. I'm still in NASDAQs. I left US 30 though. Alright, let's talk about all JPY. Now, this is a very controversial pair, but I can see a lot of opportunities here. And I'll be swinging this all JPY. Now, what do you guys see? What do you guys see? Those on the Zoom. Gabi, what do you see?
Could we please go closer? Can you zoom in?
If I zoom it, you wouldn't see the opportunity.
It's a ranging market.
There's a range.
I'll
market.
take
Okay, great.
I'll take sells.
Why would you take sales?
Because there's There's too much resistance on this
All
level.
right, so which pattern do you guys see? Which pattern do you guys see? Those on the YouTube streams, you can contribute. Which pattern do you guys see? This is on the 1D time frame. Which pattern do you guys see? Someone
I looked
says
at the
a pullback. I would take sales. Which pullback are you looking for?
I would take buys. And I know this might seem
Okay.
crazy
Okay. So why are you taking buys?
because it might fill the wick on the left side. Like, give me another. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's what he thinks. Okay. Good. Who else?
Honest.
Someone says there's an uptrend. No, there's not an uptrend. This whole thing is a ranging market. Someone is saying W formation. Okay, yes, the W has already been formed.
I'll take sells because it's a ranging market.
Okay.
And at the ranging market, I sell high, I buy low. This is how I take it.
Okay. So guys, listen. Let the market communicate to you. Trade what you see, not what you think or what you feel. I feel price is coming, is going to go down. I feel. Don't have feelings here. Don't catch feelings here. Strictly trade what you see. That's why I'm trying to understand you guys. What do you actually see? A W formation has been formed. Okay, I'm not a pattern trader. I don't use W's, M's, and all those things. But what do we see here?
We see it. It's an uptrend. It's
Resistance.
breaking higher highs and higher.
This is not an
It has to
uptrend.
fill that wick. Yeah, it's ranging, but it has to fill this wick.
Okay, even if there's an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, a higher high. Are we not expecting a higher low?
Yeah, maybe.
Someone says double top. Great. So we see a double top. What other pattern do we see? This is similar to the GJ trade that we took few weeks ago. Very, very, very similar. Someone will also say, okay, someone says I see a cup and handle. So those that I don't trade patterns too, but when we say a cup and handle, there's a cup and handle pattern. Cup and handle pattern. This is how it looks like. This is how a cup and handle looks like. Look at it. It forms a cup, a handle. If it fails to break above, it will dump. If it breaks, above a trend, the trend line over here is going to be a bull. So do we see that kind of cup and handle in this chart? Do you see that? A cup. Where's the handle? There has to be a handle. Then if it breaks above, it's going to be a buy. If it breaks below, it's going to dump greatly. Yes, it could also form a cup and handle. I also see something like that.
I don't know. I don't see it, man.
A cup. The handle hasn't been
We see
formed.
the cup, but we don't see the handle.
Yes, we don't see the handle. So it's a bowl. All right, so I see a double top, right? I see price, having been at a resistance level. So I'll be looking for selling opportunities, and I'll put my stop loss way above this whole range. If you're a trend trader will tell you there's an uptrend. Okay, fine, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. What are we expecting from the markets? A higher low to this level. So I will
For me, I will not take it as an uptrend unless we see another higher low high.
Okay, so apart from a double top, what other pattern do you guys see? Yes, this is a double top. What other pattern do you guys see? A W has been formed. What do we see again?
That's the sell. That's true.
All right, so let's do this quickly. Some are saying we are going to buy, we are going to sell, but we are only going to trade what we are going to see on the market. So let's put a horizontal line at the resistance level. Let's put a horizontal line at the next support level. So we have a range here. Price got here. What happened? Price came to the downside. Price got here. What happened? Price came to the downside. So we are seeing something similarly as that. Right, so let's come to the 4-hour time frame. Let's confirm our setup if that's the same thing happening here. So what trend is this on the 4-hour time frame? What trend do we see?
It's an uptrend.
Okay, it's an uptrend. So there's an uptrend. Uptrend is we are looking for what? Buying opportunities. But is this going to be a good time to get in buys? Is it going to be a good time to get in buys here? No, why?
Because the market has already bought.
The market, the buy movement has already what happened. So we are looking for what? Sells here, right? So let's put a trend line here. Beware of the rule. The obvious is obviously not what obvious. Let's say we are drawing a trend line to this whole side. We have a trend line here.
Gold is at 1951.
Yes, I see it. I see it. We'll trade gold. I know when to trade gold. We'll trade gold 10 minutes to New York session or 10-20 minutes to New York session. Let's put another trend line maybe here. Now this makes sense, yeah, right? Cool. Now even if we are going to look for sells here, right, we are going to definitely, that means price got to this trend line, respected the trend line, came down. Now price is playing at a resistance level and it's also rejected the trend line, so it gives you more confidence to take this sell. And if you are taking this sell, you are taking this sell to the next what? Support, not to this what? This trend line. Do you understand that? You are taking this sells to the next support, this support, not to this trend line. So can someone explain why we are taking this? Even if we are taking sells, we are taking the sells to this support, not the trend line. Can someone explain that? Double top, so you wait. If it's not able to break the structure above, you wait to check. Great. Thanks, Albert. I'm waiting, guys. Let's quickly. Which pair are you analyzing? Or JPY? I'm currently on the 4-hour time frame. I see a channel pattern. Okay, good. Because it's a buy trend. Okay, good. All right, so the reason why you always, whenever you are trading, those are trade trends, right? Trend lines and those things. Wow, gold is coming back up, but we'll still get opportunities on gold, don't worry. Now look, if you are trading trends, right, never expect price to, when price gets here, it should come here. When price gets here, it should go here. When price gets here, it should come here. This is just like you are gambling. Market makers know that you would, you know how to draw trend lines. When price gets here, they know that it's obvious that price will definitely come here, so you're looking for buying opportunities here. When price gets here, now look at even how this trend formed. When price got here, everyone was expecting price to retest this trend line, right? The question is, did it retest the trend line? No. When price got here, everyone was now looking for sells here, right? When price got here, everyone was thinking that price had retested the trend line. Now the question is, did it retest the trend line? No. Why didn't it retest the trend line? Because market makers know that once the obvious gets obvious, everyone would be looking for what? Selling opportunities. Now the trade is confirmed. Trade is going to retest this trend line, and that is when the trade what? Goes the opposite direction. So instead of you always thinking that price is going to retest the next trend line, always be looking for the next support. Price gets here, you take your profit. You don't really care about what's happening here. Am I clear, or you guys have questions?
Yeah, it's clear.
Great. All right, so I'm taking sells here. I'm taking sales on all JPY. Like I said, I'm also looking for buying opportunities on gold. Actually missed the 80 pips move, but I still think gold has the ability to go to the probability of going to 1780 today. because the retrace and the retest is already done, and Nasdaq is also going to crash. It's just having some more fake out move. Right, okay, so we are going to take sales on all JPY. I hope you guys do understand how I took this setup. I hope you guys do understand how I took this setup. So let's put a liquidity level or a liquidity zone. Someone was asking me.
That's how many pips and stop.
Yeah, we are going to talk about it. We are going to talk about risk reward ratio and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to risk hard on this trade. Really going to risk hard on this trade. And with the gold, the incoming gold trade, I'm going to risk hard on it. I'm holding Nasdaq too. I close US 30. I'm holding Nasdaq. So those that are also trading with me on that. All right, so the liquidity zone, price couldn't break above. We are looking for sales. Okay, great. Now, how many pips are we going to get? How many pips are we going to get from here? We are going to get to the trend line. We are going to get 225, right? Now, what did I say the other time? Those that have been watching the live streams, what did I say the other time about risk reward ratios? If the market presents you with 225 pips, what do you do? Anyone?
You divide it. You divide into two.
Yes, you always divide it to two. Don't be selfish, guys. When the market presents you with 500 pips opportunity, divide it by 2. This is a golden rule. Never be greedy. Never think that the market will present you with 500 pips and would give you 500 pips. If you are seeing a 225 opportunity on the market, divide it by 2. If you are seeing 100 pips move on the market or 100 pips opportunity on the market, always divide it by 2. If you are seeing 1,000 pips move, don't chase all the 1,000 pips. You become greedy, and price would never come straight to give you 1,000 pips at a go. So always divide it by 2. Always. So currently price is presenting us with how many pips? 225 pips. So if you are going to divide 225 divided by 2, how many pips are we going to target? 130. So that means we are going to verge for what? 130 pips today instead of verging for the 225. I hope I do make sense. Right, so 225 we are going to verge for 130 pips, right? So instead of our main support, instead of our main support being our target profit will rather be more to the upside a bit. So that means we are now chasing 130 pips. And how would our stop loss be? Who remembers what I taught the other time? And a lot of traders do tell me, always, I don't know where to put my TP. Trade to come in profit and it would retrace back to entry, blah blah blah. Now this is how you if you want to get a good take profit, always divide your what the opportunity the market presents to you, divide it by 2. And when you divide it by 2, don't look for the next support anymore. Look for what? Your calculation. Pay your calculation. We are now looking for 130 pips. So you can now decide to put your TP1 at anywhere, somewhere here, your TP2 somewhere here, your TP3. This could be your TP3. You move stop loss to entry, and then that now becomes your own decision. So stop loss, if we are risking risk reward ratio, like I said, it always has to be 1:2, 1:3, 1:4 maximum. So if this trade is 130 pips, that means if you divide 130 divided by 2, we are going to get something like, is it 65? And we can't also set a 65 pips here. So I suggest we should take a 30 pips risk for a 130 pips reward. So this is going to be like a 1:3.2 risk reward ratio. I hope you guys do understand that. So our stop loss is going to be 30 pips. Our stop loss is going to be 30 pips from here. So this is going to be our stop loss, 30 pips, and you could see it's plays above the liquidity zone. It plays above the liquidity. So that means if price doesn't continue the flow of going or falling or of going down, that means and this happens, right? What I mean is, if price doesn't continue this, if the sell doesn't happen and price breaks to the upside, that means it's break of market structure, we validate the sells and be looking for buying opportunities. So till then, it's still bearish to me. So let's sell all JPY now with the analysis that we've made. I don't know if anyone has other suggestions or anyone thinks differently. I don't know. If you think differently, to let us know, please. Let us know. Gabby, do you think different?
Yeah, I'm seeing some internal support too over there.
Where? Here.
Yeah.
All right. So if you see something like this, that means that could be your take profits. Once price is in profit, you're obliged to take your profits. You know.
All right.
All right. So this is going to be our TP. So first trade of the day, odd JPY. I always say this, that trade just one session. Guys, trade just one session. Trade just 2 or 3 pairs per day. Per day. You have to just trade 2-3 pairs per day. Have a favorite pair that you trade. I always trade US30 because that's my favorite pair. Have a pair that you have mastery in. Don't just today you trade euro, or tomorrow you trade US oil, the next day you are trading euro car, the next day you are trading this, you are trading that. You will never grow with that. You are never going to grow if you are trading like that. I'm only trading a lot of pairs because I'm a signal provider, you know, and for me it's just me hunting for opportunities every time I'm on the charts. Do you get it? It's always me hunting for opportunities anytime I'm on the chart. So our TP is going to be 84.316. That's 130 pips. And where would our stop loss be? Stop loss has to be where stop loss is. That's 30 pips risk or 35 pips risk. So stop loss is going to be 85.980. Stop loss is going to be 85.980. And our TP is going to be 130. Odd JPY. So this is going to be my first trade, or JPY. I explained how we made the setup from the 1D time frame, and we broke it down to the 4-hour time frame. Anyone thinks differently? Papaya guy, what's up? Euro JPY is already also ready. Okay, let's go look at Euro JPY after this. Always, I called you. I haven't been able to answer calls this weekend. I traveled, got here in the morning, so I'm sorry if. All right, so all JPY. That's going to be my first trade of the day. That's going to be my first trade of the day. Someone says Euro JPY is also ready. Let's go look at Euro JPY. Let's also go look at Euro JPY. What other pairs are you guys looking at? I'm going to trade gold now. Let's analyze gold. Let's trade gold. Then we trade Euro JPY. Then I would give you a prediction on Bitcoin. Then I think we can end today. And we'll take US30 later after the news. There's going to be a mid news that's going to be released. Then we take the news and I think we can end for today.
I think that AUD JPY will take some time.
Yes, it's a swing. It's a swing trade. It's a swing. That's why we took it with the 4-hour time frame. It's a swing trade, guys. It's a swing trade. Swing trades. What's a swing trade in the first place? When we say we are swinging, what does it mean? For the sake of the newbies that's joining us today, what's swing trading?
It's not a 1 hour trade or a 15. It's a trade that goes for days.
Yes, we would be holding for days. For days. Yes, a long-term trade. Forex Kings, how are you? All right, let's talk about gold. All right, so what's happening on gold now? Let's try to analyze gold. I'm bullish on gold for some reasons. I'm very bullish. I'm still very bullish on gold. And I'm going to explain why. Though we are having a big candle that's pushing to the downside on gold. 1 day time frame. What do you guys see here? Let's start with that. What do you guys see? Let me listen to what you see. Then I'll also tell you what I see. Yes, sir. I'm listening. What do you see on gold now?
What?
Gold on the 1 day time frame.
Allah, bearish candle, ya Albus.
All right, so you are bearish on gold because you see a bearish candle. Okay, good.
No, right now I'm not bearish anymore. Right now it's just gonna range.
Okay. What are you seeing? Let's start with that.
Okay, zoom in, because the only way I can see is zoom in. Yeah, man. I mean, look, this is my explanation. Okay. Today in the morning, pre-London session, it was at 1968, and then it did this liquidity grab, went up, and then opened at that. The next 4-hour candle opened at that, and then dropped this whole fucking move. So I think I'm not taking any trade now on gold. The move already happened. I took my 20 pips in the morning, pre-London. That's it. I'm out.
Okay, so it's already broke this week, right? This week has already been broken. That means there's also a free range to this. That's what you mean. But there could also be a pullback to this week again before it happens. I get you. Right, we'll see something different on the 1D time frame. If you can't understand the 1D time frame, it will be very difficult to understand the 4-hour time frame. You don't make analysis by coming straight to 30 minutes, coming straight to 15 minutes, you know. You don't make analysis that way. You have to know what you are doing. Friday we had some nice gold buys, right? Friday we had some nice gold buys. 150 pips in like 8 minutes. Okay, so 4-hour time frame, what do we see? Anyone? 4-hour time frame. What's the trend here? I don't like using trend lines on gold. We don't do that here. You don't use trend lines on gold. Alright, so the 4-hour time frame looks like, you know, price has retested the trend line. Okay, so what can we see here? We could see a pullback. Let's confirm that with the smaller time frames on the 1-hour time frame. We see same thing, but the whole trend is what? It's an uptrend though, but the current trend is, we are seeing a downtrend. We've been seeing a downtrend on gold. So even if I'm going to take gold trade, this is what I would do. I would rather scalp it than swing it. And that means Friday we use a 15 minutes time frame to trade. We did this on a 15-minute time frame. We drew some 2 trends like this. Price got here. Okay, we drew another trend like a channel, a very, very basic channel that gave us 150 pips. I think on Friday was 11th or something. This was a move that we caught. This was a move that we caught on the 11th. We bought it here and price got here. And distribution, is it a distribution or redistribution or an accumulation from Wyckoffs? Those that finished watching the course. Well, what was this? Those on the Zoom chat, what is this?
Let me see.
This whole thing. This.
Consolidation.
Yes, but in Wyckoff's, with the Wyckoff theory.
Accumulation.
Accumulation. And what is this? If this accumulation, what is this?
What's it?
If this is accumulation, what is this?
It's one distribution. There's an error there.
Okay, if this is distribution, what is this?
Let's check the chat.
This is a 15 minutes time frame on gold. It's playing in a channel now. Price got here, went up, price got here. This happened, price came down. This is where we took the Friday buys, and price got here. We closed very, very much earlier at 150 pips, and I think we can still have the same move today on gold. Okay, so this is distribution. This is redistribution. Redistribution means that it has again happened. So we call it redistribution. So distribution, redistribution. Now with the Wyckoff theorem, when we say redistribution, after a redistribution happens, what happens to the market? What occurs? What do you expect in the market? These are practical stuff that we need to know. You know, you need to know that, okay, after a redistribution, this is how the market is going to play. Okay, after redistribution, great, market goes down. And after market goes down, what are we going to look for on the market?
A pullback.
A pullback to the upside. Very simple. Because you know that, let me draw something. Look, this is the whole chart. Price has been ranging here. Someone will say there's a box. They'll call a box. They'll draw a box. Price breaks below the box. Price consolidates again, right? There's another box here. Price breaks below. And now price is trying to give you a direction to the upside. This now becomes redistribution. And this now becomes what? What stage is this? If price breaks above this box,
Accumulation.
Accumulation. We are now accumulating to what?
Boys.
To push the price up. We are now distributing. Distribution means like you are giving away. So we are now reducing our price to the downside. So we are now expecting what? Accumulation. I wouldn't be surprised if gold would range a bit, till for the next 1 hour, 2 hours before. If it breaks above, then we can see price could come here. I haven't given any signal yet for Forex Kings. I haven't given any signal. We are just trying to analyze gold, right? So practically, this is how it looks like. So whenever you see this price consolidate, you know that there's a distribution, a redistribution. Now we are now looking for price to accumulate. And if price accumulates, we are going to be looking for what? Buying opportunities. So I'm looking for buying opportunities because I know that price wouldn't keep on reaccumulating forever. Do you understand that price would never keep reaccumulating forever? So gold is a waiting game on gold. It's a waiting game on gold because we have what is this? What is this again? What is this? What is this? Those on the Zoom chat, what is that?
Confluence.
This is a confluence, and whenever we see a confluence, what are we looking for?
A retest.
All right, good. So that means price has the whole volume to push this downside, fail to break, then goes up. But I'm looking bullish on gold for now. Gold has to maybe come here before it goes down again. That has to happen on gold. That has to happen on gold. I don't know. You can't call buys with this kind of formation. There's nothing confirming our buys. There's nothing confirming our buys. So gold is a waiting game. I wouldn't take any gold trade for now, right? Like Abby said, the move has already happened. The move has already. We are looking for buying opportunities though, but I think there should be a kind of price coming down before we go up.
I need to see a small candle with a small body, a bullish one, and then another bullish candle with a healthy body. And
by that time, you would have already missed the move too. Sometimes you are going to miss the move. It's just about you taking risk. I know someone will just take a buy here, knowing definitely that gold would come to 1975. There are traders like that, and there are traders who are also cautious. They want to get into the market the right time, and no cautious person would take this risk.
Honestly, I took this risk last week and I ended up losing a lot of money. So I'm done, Only with confirmations I trade.
Yes, only with confirmations. And there's no confirmations here now. Sorry. There's no confirmations now on gold. Though we know that gold is going to come up, yes. We are not disputing that fact. Because we even have a confluence here, so it makes us more, But the question is, would gold come to this confluence before going up? Very tricky. Unless we all agree that, okay, Elvis, let's just risk, then we will just risk. Boom. New York session in 6 minutes. Should we take gold? Should we leave it? Should we risk buy it? Should we leave it? What do you guys think? Those on the Zoom chat.
Let's buy it.
Risk buy.
Elvis, a question, please.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, please. You talked about a confluence, and you asked the question. You said, "What are we looking for at a confluence?"
Okay, so confluence price will never break below. Price can never break below a confluence. Whenever you draw your trend lines and let's say you see this and price is coming to this, price will never be able to break this. It will always reject. So if price gets here, we are looking for what? Buying opportunities. Very simple. Always let's risk. Okay. Always let's leave it. Okay, always let's take it. Rita,
Let's take it.
Let's take good. Elikem,
Let's take it. Let's risk it.
Yes, let's risk it.
Okay, let's risk. All right, so we understand that gold is going to be a risky trade. Okay, good. If we understand that gold is going to be a risky trade, let's just put a stop loss, a TP, then let market do its thing. All right, so our TP on gold would definitely be at this whole range. I see gold coming to 1984, back to 1984, or we could probably see it coming to the next resistance level. That's somewhere here, still on the 15-minute time frame. So let's take gold buys. Our TP would be 1978. That's 200 pips. TP would be 1978. That's 200 pips. Remember, this is a risky trade. Don't risk hard on this. I'm not so sure about this trade. If you also can't risk, don't take it at all. Okay, if you can't risk to, don't take it at all. I'll post a US30 signal later. Kiki, I'll post a US30 signal later. Not now. I'm not going to wait for it. All right. So if you can't take the trade, there's a risky trade. Let me put this here, risky trade, before people crucify me when they lose. There's a risky trade. Where would we put our stop loss? I suggest we put our stop loss here, a tight stop loss, because it's a risky trade. Let's put a very, very, very tight stop loss. Let's risk 50 pips for 200 pips. That's going to be 1:4. 1:4 risk reward ratio, right? 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips, somewhere here. Right, so stop loss on gold is going to be let's just put 1752. 1752. Guys, mind you, this is a risky trade. Please and please and please, let me put it here. Risky trade.
1952.
Yes, please. 1952. I wanted to use 48, but it's going to be a long, large, yes.
You just typed 17, so.
Oh, sorry, so sorry. I'm so sorry. So 1952. 1950. Okay, it's already moving up, but still there's nothing to be proud of. Long position. Okay, New York session in 1 minute. You're going to see volatility soon in gold. I wouldn't even be surprised if gold hits stop loss quickly, like take people out before even going up. I wouldn't be surprised. So New York session in 1 minute. We may trade US32 today. Let me delete everything. We are going to trade it today, not like we may. We are going to trade it today. We're going to trade US30 today. Today. Very, very risky setup on gold. 1 minute to New York session. Let's see what happens. And all JPY2 hasn't started yet. It's a swing trade. But gold is a scalping trade. It's a scalp. So we are going to stay in gold for some few minutes. All right, we closed above and a price opened above. We are bullish on gold now. Nice. All JPY is just in a bit of drawdown now. Let's see. Yes, it's in a bit of drawdown. Not really a draw, but still playing around entry. So nothing really to talk about there. Nasdaq sells. I think I'll trade Nasdaq later, a bit later. I'll trade the Nasdaq sales later. I'll send a signal later. Let's focus on gold and all JPY. On the live session, every day we take 3 trades, so we are left with 1 trade to take. Which other trade do you guys want us to take? Or which other pair do you guys want us to trade? Pardon?
Bitcoin.
Okay, let's analyze Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin. Let's go to cryptocurrencies. Wow, what is gold doing? Gold, please go up. I think Bitcoin needs to go to 45k. If you do trade trend lines, right, you know that there's a breakout and what? Break and retest to go what? To go long, you know. It's going to go to 40. I see Bitcoin going to 42k before a very, very big dump to 30k. For now, I don't see sales because a lot of people are thinking that this is going to be a clear time to sell this market. And I always say this, the obvious is obviously not obvious. So this is what I see on Bitcoin, guys. Let me delete this. I drew this a long time ago. Let me put this out here. We need to see, price needs to come somewhere here, maybe 41, 42k. Then we see a big dump to the support. That's what I see. 35k or maybe 32k, but I'm expecting 30k soon. But we still need to see an up movement somewhere 42, 43k before this whole thing happens. And that's my prediction on Bitcoin. So if you are selling Bitcoin now, beware. Price is what's accumulating. Price is accumulating. Buyers are accumulating to go long. All right. So they are accumulating to go long to. If you are going to draw a trend line on this on a 4-hour time frame, price gets here before we see. There's going to definitely be an institutional trading or an institutional algorithm here. Take all the stop losses out, then go to the next major support. And that's what's going to happen there. So Bitcoin to 42k, let's say from 38k to 40k to 42k, then from 42k to back to 40k to 35k. That's what I see on Bitcoin. I'll post a prediction to today. So let's see. What other pair do you guys want us to talk about? Because these are my only 2 trades I'm taking today. gold.
Let's check oil.
Gold. Still playing at entry. Gold still playing at entry. Odd JPY2, same thing. Let's check US oil. Okay, let's check US oil. Oil would depend on the war, you know. And currently, the only fundamentals that we are going to receive on the war is going to be on Wednesday. The only fundamentals that we are going to receive on the wall is on Wednesday. So I think we should wait for Wednesday, till Wednesday. I think we should wait till Wednesday. Wow, gold is crashing. If it's going to go down, I think it should go down to this whole support, this whole confluence before coming up. And that's going to be the move on gold before going up. And let's see, still 30 pips more to stop loss. Let's see. We may even remove stop loss and wait.
Bounce, bro. Good luck. I didn't take any trades today. It doesn't look like it's my day. So see ya, bro. Good luck.
Sure.
Yeah. I trade Mondays, man. Good luck.
And someone was asking, Elvis, what was your bias on US 30? We would see on US 30 to later. So I've already given my bias on Bitcoin. US oil, we will trade it on Wednesday because that's going to be the best time to trade oil. That's best to trade oil. Let's see what happens with gold to. This was risky as fuck. All JPY, yes, you can still sell it. It's a swing trade, so you can still sell it. Don't worry about it. You can still sell it. All right, let me check VIX 75. We take a last trade, maybe with Euro JPY, then we end. I want to take the last trade with Nasdaq or US 30. That's why I don't want to talk about any currency pair yet. I'll take the last trade with US 30 or Nasdaq, one of them. One of those pairs. Gold proper entry is around, yes, it's around 54 because I still think, but let's see, it was a risky trade, so we were up for it. Let's see it because I think the confluence was where we should have been looking for buys, but I don't regret this. Still holding. Still holding. Let's see. And you could see, look at what happened on gold here. When price got to this whole confluence level, you could see that there was a candle that rejected it immediately. You know, that should tell you that we are not going to see gold coming back to this confluence level again. We are just going to see an upwards movement, you know. But we shouldn't also get stopped out before the move happens. We shouldn't get stopped out before the move happens. That was Nasdaq. We holding GJ trade. We didn't take any GJ trade today. We didn't take any GJ trade. We took all JPY and gold. Those are the two trades that we took. Gold being a risky trade, or JPY being a swing trade. Whoa. All right, move your stop loss to 48. Let's move our stop loss to 48. Let's see. I don't want us to get stopped out before this trade ends, because I still see it being bullish. The bullish to the 1977 has to happen. Or maybe we should just keep it at the normal, because US30 definitely will give it back to us. All right, so let's trade synthetics. I'm still holding gold, moving my stop loss to 48 or 47. 48. Let's see. So I think 52 would definitely hit, but we shouldn't get stopped out here. And I see momentum in 90 minutes, around 10 p.m. my time. Momentum to the upside would start happening in 90 minutes. So let's see. My first day here, enjoying the analysis. Always bless. You know, how do you deal with drawdowns? Let me ask you guys. How do you do whenever you are seeing drawdowns? Let's say minus $500 minus. How do you feel? Like, anyone, those here, whenever you're having a drawdown, let's say a gold, you took gold buys around, let's 1957. It's currently moving minus 20 pips against you. You know, how do you feel?
Too bad.
You feel bad.
I stopped watching the chat.
Okay, you stop watching the chat. Okay,
I'll close it and forget it.
you closed it.
Yeah, I'll close. No, I'll not close that trade. I'll close the chart, and if it hit TP, it hit TP. If it hit,
You would only become comfortable, you know, on a trade depending on the lot size that you use. You know, for me, I use 6 lot size. So if it moves, let's say +1, I'm making 60 bucks. No, sorry, 600 bucks. If it moves plus 10 pips is 600 bucks. So if it's moving minus 20 bucks, minus 20 pips, that means I'm losing $1,200. Do you get it? So if it's going to really move, let's say 200 pips, that means I'm going to make 200 times what? Times 10. That's like, I haven't even calculated the profit, but I would maybe take it somewhere. I'm looking to take it somewhere. If it goes to 1967, I'm going to take it somewhere 1967 or 1965, thereabouts. I'm never going to hold it for the full profit. I'm never. So it's almost coming back to entry. I think just few pips to entry. Someone says I watch and smile. I close my laptop and sleep. Prince Edward from Sunyani, that's my bro. I close my phone and trust my analysis. You know, this is a risky trade, so it's very hard to tell me that you are trusting your analysis. A risky trade is, you know, you are just risking. A year fine and year fine. If it goes well, fine. If it doesn't go well, fine. You only bear the coins. You only bear the risk, you know, of losing your money, something like that. Obviously, your take on USD card. Gold is really going to drop before it buys. I suggest we accept any loss at all for now and leave the trade. Okay. You are trading with me, so your psychology has to fit into mine. If I close, you close. If I don't close, we hold. But to accept losses after just minus 2015 pips, I think is a bit abysmal. Sometimes trade would even go minus 50 points, or on US 30, we still hold it. How much more gold? 15 pips, I think it's forming well now. It's forming a bit good now. Let's see if it's going to go up. Let's see.
I remember one trade that I took with you. Our stop loss was like 60 points for US 30.
Mm-hmm.
Then the drawdown was like minus 55 points. Then I was like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then boom, in profit like 70, 80 points in like 3 minutes.
In like 3 minutes. Retraces, retests are bound to happen. Retraces, retests are bound to happen. I tell myself it's the same as sporty bets. We move. If I blow it, I blow it. That kind of mentality too wouldn't also help it. If I lose money, I lose money. You keep on losing money and you get used to losing money, which shouldn't be a good thing for you. You shouldn't like losing money. You shouldn't like losing money. You shouldn't even feel comfortable losing money. As even if you have 3 billion, 300 billion in your account, you shouldn't be comfortable losing money. You shouldn't be comfortable. Losing money shouldn't be something that you say, if I lose, I lose, or something.
Yeah, Elvis, but at the same time, like you shouldn't.
Yes, you should also be emotional
cry.
about it. You shouldn't also be emotional about money. Once you get too emotional, my money is gone. It gets to you, to your head, and when it gets to your head, your psychology is just fucked up there. Your psychology is just fucked up. See money as a byproduct. I know some people that I was mentoring one guy, and when he came to trading, he was looking to stop his job, and I'm like, yo, you can't stop your job, with a month's level of trading. I was like, nah, trust me, boss. I'm very good at this. I've been dreaming about this, and God has revealed it to me that this Forex thing is for me. I'm like, okay, fine. God has revealed it to you, Abi. He said yes. God has revealed it to me. So he took his first trade. He made 150. Second trade, he made 300 and something. Signals were going well. He was making 70, 80, sometimes 200, sometimes 500. I think he was able to accumulate 200 something in 1 or 2 weeks, $200, $400 in 1 or 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, nice. He was like, I told you, this thing is for me. He was talking a lot. I'm like, yo, okay. I love to, try to laugh to look at people when they are making. It's also nice when you are making money though. So I think the third week, he blew the 400,000, even lost part of his capital. He was like, we move, those kind of stuff. I think he deposited more, lost more, deposited again, lost more, and he was like, boss, I think I need a break. Trading is not for me. Maybe God misdirected me. I'm like, aha. Now you're seeing the real thing about trading, And he stopped even trading with a live account, went into demo accounts, perfected himself for a long time. He's been practicing, trying to make setups. And he every beginner comes into trading. They think this is the holy grail. This is the time to make money, And once you start blowing your account, you now tend to value something that we call PRM, proper risk management, and that's when you trade based on proper risk management. You think proper risk management is going to save your ass, and when you start taking L's, and you still see your account not growing, but your account is rather retracing or going to the downside, you forget about proper risk management and try to take risk. It's a whole journey. Trading is a whole journey, Charlie. Everyone has his own journey.
I don't believe in proper risk management.
Yes, I also don't believe in proper risk management. Get a good setup, risk on it. If it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't also believe in proper risk management. Though you need it, but personally, unless maybe you are having, let's say, those that tell you that raise 1% of your account, they are trading on $10,000 accounts, $100,000 account, $500,000 account, some 50k, some 40k. So if this person is going to tell you that risk 1%, that means if the person is trading on 100k and the person is risking 1%, that means the person is going to lose what?
$1,000.
$1,000. If you are trading on $100, if you are risking 1%, that means you are risking just $10, or is it $10 or what? Or $1?
It's $1.
$1. And which trade are you going to take with a $1 risk? Or on $1,000, which trade are you going to take with a $10 risk? So that risk 1% rule doesn't work for me, especially with someone from Ghana. The person doesn't have $100,000 on his account, and the person is starting with $500. The person starts with $200. This 1% risk rule doesn't work, bro. You have to risk it. And make more. That's the only way. Trust me. Don't let anyone tell you that risk 1% is going to get you to drive a Lamborghini, get you to live a lifestyle.
Proper risk management, I don't believe in that, but I believe that every person should not overtrade.
Over risk. Yes, over risk. Don't overtrade.
Don't overtrade. Like, don't take 7-8 trades per day.
Yes, just 1 or 2. You are good. If this go trade hits stop loss, who knows? I may be down for the day. I'll go take a re-entry with US30. If it goes well, I recapitalize or I recover. If it doesn't go well, I'm down for the day. 2 hours in the day. I have a golden rule. I posted on my YouTube that if I take 2 L's a day, I call it a day. If I take 2 wins a day, I take 2 trades a day. So if I take 2 wins a day, I call it a day. If I take 1 loss and 1 win a day, I will take the 3rd trade. And if that 3rd trade goes well, I call it a day. If that 3rd trade goes bad, I call it a day. That's my golden rule. 2 trades a day. If I lose 2 trades in a row, I call it a day. If I win 2 trades in a row, good. I call it a day. If I win 1, lose 1, I will take a 3rd trade, because I'm now having a draw schematic, kind of profit equation, right? They had a raise, they had a return, yes, but don't tell me that you are going to start with $1,000 and you are going to raise the whole $1,000. It has to be, in sequence. Trading is only not fun. We are going to close in 17 minutes. I think there's going to be a news on gold, on commodities, not just gold, commodities. There's going to be a midterm news, so it's not really going to affect the market. So I just want to see it move a bit up. Maybe I'll close my profit here. Because of my big lot size, I'll close my profit here. But it's forming well. I think it's forming a bit well. Tight stop loss. I even moved my stop loss to 48. Crazy.
Chris, what was the feeling when you lost the 40,000 in one day?
What was?
Your feeling?
Man, I think February was I'll never forget about February 2022. It was one of my how do you call it? My difficult days in, not just in trading but in life. I failed 2 tests in February, like medical school. I failed 2 tests in a row, like not just one. Failed 2 tests in a row. I was still sending signals, still doing mentorship. People would test me. Always I need to book an appointment with you. I need to talk with you. But I was also struggling, having my internal struggles, and that's what people don't see. And I also wouldn't come and tell you that I'm struggling with med school, so I can't teach you or something. The person has paid for your service, so you still have to help the person. So I was February, and I think that same February, imagine you failed two exams or 2 tests in a row. You lost 41k in a row. hedge fund, you lost more than 30% of your hedge fund. You get a deal of, let's say, 200, almost $200,000. You lose. It was like business was bad. When I came back from Ghana, business was bad. Signals wasn't even going well, and it was really, really, really tough. It was really, really, really. So February was really, really a tough time. But what can we do? We just need to put ourselves back into the game, put our heads back into the game, and I think I took some few break, went on a vacation, went offline, went to on a trip myself, just me, myself, and I. No phones, just trying to recover myself up, and I came back. And I tried to understand that whatever the market takes, it gives back. And currently, all these the hedge funds, the deal, that 150k deal that I had, also going well. The tests that I failed, I passed them back. So it's good. So sometimes when I see someone really struggling in life and they want to give up, I think it's not for me. I'm like, you want to give up? It's not for you. We have our struggles. Sometimes I give up on myself. I'm like, is this thing really for me? Should I give up? And I wasn't. It got to a time that I wanted to stop trading. I don't know if you guys saw it as a prank. I told you guys it was a prank, but on a real, my heart really wanted to stop trading then, because I wasn't. It was really, 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 really bad. A lot of people were losing money on my channel. Deals were going bad. I failed exams. Charlie, it was really, really, really stressful. And most people wouldn't see my struggle. They only see TP hits. The success always has opened a trading floor, always has bought this, that's what everyone sees. But the struggles, Charlie. One time I'll come on YouTube not to just talk about my achievement, but to talk about the struggles that some of us also go through. So if you think you are going through something, know that the rich also suffer. The rich also we go through stuffs. But Charlie, we can't complain. You can't complain to anyone. That's why you always see Callum around me. That funny guy. Very, very, very funny guy. Very, very funny guy. Because he would.
I like that guy, Pam.
Yeah, he would make you laugh. He's very funny. You just see him and you just begin to.
Positive vibes.
You need friends. Friends that really have the vibe. That's your energy.
Yeah.
Because whenever you lose a trade, you're always thinking, it wouldn't solve shit. Get back to the charts, make your money back. US30 is a bit slow today. We are going to still trade it very, very soon. Ice FX, what's up? How are you? Guys, I think gold is moving slow. We should close in. The news will come in 2 minutes. So in 10 minutes, if we don't have any news, if the news doesn't affect the market, I think we will still hold gold. And we would put our stop loss to that same 52, and we would put stop loss, put TP. My TP is at 67. So if you want to really follow mine, my TP is at 67, but Public's TP is at 1977. Yes, I'm still holding Nasdaq cells. All JPY, I'm still holding all JPY cells. I think that's going to be the two trades that I'm going to take, and I'm going to add US30 to it a bit later. I'm going to add US30 to it a bit later. Very, very slow, no volatility on gold. But I think the direction is clear now. It's getting much confirmed. We are accumulating, so it's in the accumulation phase. That's why you see it this way. It's in the accumulation phase. So you're going to see something like this for a long time, for less than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, before we see the push up to the upside. It's in accumulation phase. That's why it's going to. Yes, leave stop loss at 1948. Leave stop loss there 1948, and let's leave it. Right, so the news is in now. Let's see whether it's going to affect the market to the downside or to the upside. Still slow. All right, I think we should end this here. Move stop loss to 1748 on gold. Your TP 1767. If you want to follow my TP, I'm still holding odd. What's the pair? Odd JPY. I'm still holding odd JPY. NAS 100. We are going to trade NAS 100 and US 30 a bit later. We are going to trade them a bit later. So price is still playing in a consolidation, an accumulation area, right? So let's wait and see what happened. So I think today's class we learned a lot. We didn't take any trades, not much of it.
We learned a lot.
But we did learn something. I think we
I'm
learned
telling
something.
you.
So I'll leave you guys here. I'm still holding gold. Thank you for coming through. Ashley, thank you for coming through. Wendy, thank you for coming through. Mr. Albert, thank you for coming through. Bernard, thank you for coming to Collins.
I beg. That's in.
Galaxy A21.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Kantikel, my big boss. Thank you for coming through. Mr. Kofi, thank you for coming to Richie, Abraham, Winnie, Richards. Is it Richard? Thanks, Mohammed. Thank you guys for coming through. We are meeting the same time tomorrow. I think tomorrow would be better. Monday, Fridays, this is how the markets behave. Right, I'm going to post the US 30 trade soon. Right, so I think that we will end the day with US 30. God bless everyone for joining. And yes, Ben, I will attend to you. Okay, I beg you, I will attend to you. Right, so God bless you guys for joining through, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you.
Always, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, Elvis.